Okay, it's 10:59, but I want to get started right
Okay,
now.
it's
Whoa, sorry,
10:59,
let
but
me
I want to get
mute
started right
this.
now.
There we go. You just heard my voice multiple times. That's okay. Um, anyways, happy National Nurses Day. Today we are going to draw a cartoon nurse. Um, we're going to draw, I'm going to start out, I'm going to draw what would look like a male nurse, and then I'm going to show you what you can do to make it into a female nurse. And once again, I want to give a shout out to Art for Kids Hub. I get these tutorials from there. I just do this for my class so I can kind of I don't know. I want to be more. I want to participate more, and it gives me an opportunity to draw with them as well. So Art for Kids Hub, thank you once again for your tutorial. And now I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do. Sorry, just let me move this out of the way. Got a little tripod here in the way. First thing we're going to do is start with the nose. So again, make sure you have enough room. I know. What was it? Was that when I did Bugs Bunny? I didn't leave enough room at the top. So I'm going to come down more towards the middle of the page, and I'm going to draw a kind of oval right here in the middle for a nose. And it really does start off that simple. I know. Wow. Is that where we're going to begin? Yes, it is. In fact, let me adjust my paper a little bit, and then I will go ahead and continue. So we're going to do that oval, and then we're going to bring the eyes right next to it. So these are going to be big, kind of cartoony eyes. So we're going to draw a circle and a circle, and then on the top left of these circles, we're going to add another circle, kind of add that shine in their eyes. Now, when we're doing the cartoon drawings, we're always going to make these eyes really, really dark. So we're just going to use our black marker um, for these eyes and color those in. So right now, if you've seen the drawings that I've done before, then yes, you understand how these are eyes. But I remember when I first started kind of coloring these, I was like, ugh, I don't know if I'm a fan of these. But I do really enjoy these cartoon drawings. They're easy to do, and I think they're really family friendly. Okay, so we have the two eyes. Now, again, I'm going to start out drawing a male nurse and then just make a few changes to show you kind of how it can change into a female if you want to do a female nurse instead. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of create the bottom part of the head. So we're going to come to the left side right at the top of the eyes, and then we're going to make a big U. And you can make it as round or as square or as pointy as you would like. I kind of turned it like a rounded square, which is perfectly fine. Next thing we're going to do is right below, we're going to, or not right below, but just a little bit down right here, we're going to just kind of create these round ears. Um, my suggestion is do your best to make them look even. I did not. Mine came out a little different, but you know what? My ears are a little different too, so it's more representative of myself, anyways. Now, nurses and really everyone right now are wearing masks, especially with coronavirus, COVID-19, the Rona, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to actually draw on one of these masks, and we're going to start at the ear because we got to cover everything, and we're going to bring it down and get that mouth covered. Now, you will notice that this is not how nurses are wearing masks. They need to cover the nose as well, but for the sake of our drawing, we are going to cover just the mouth because we want the nose there so it's a little bit more on the face. Now, we're going to add a little bit more detail to our mask, okay? So to kind of show that it is a mask and provide some more emphasis, we're going to bring some lines down right here, and then we're going to kind of just bring in this little angle like this. Just give us some more detail on that mask so it just looks more like a mask. Now that we've got the bottom half of the face, we're going to round off the top and finish the head, and it's just going to look like a bald guy, right? Ooh. Well, recovery. This guy's got a little crease in his head. That's just one hair for the time being. I will fix that. Don't you worry. It's just a happy little accident. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring another line right here. Okay. Then kind of bring it back down. This nurse is wearing a cap, so let's add some kind of little stitching, some wrinkles in the cap. I've got a wrinkle here, which is, guess what? It worked out. It's perfectly fine. But that's not all. We don't actually have a bald nurse, okay? It looks that way, but we don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to add just some lines right here, and this is going to be, you can see their hair pulled back. So far, so good, I'd say. We have the face of a nurse, okay? We have the face. Now we're going to work on that body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it out just a little bit past these mask lines, and we're going to come down and draw a box. Okay, and then go ahead and let me make sure. I know sometimes I get caught up in my drawing, and ooh, I just barely made the cut. So let me scooch it up a little bit, and then we're going to kind of just do a little rounded bottom right here, okay? Just a slight round. It's not a perfectly straight line, but it's also not a huge curve either. Okay, now we're going to add some more detail to this nurse and their scrubs, okay? So we're going to add just a little div right there, kind of just make it their neck, make it so we can actually see that they are wearing something there. And then we're going to give them a little pocket, okay? Tiny little pocket, and put a little pin in there. Nice and simple. So our nurse has something to write with all of that information they have to put on, for paperwork and such. Next up, we're going to add some legs. So we're just going to make these nice and rounded, bring that down, up, make them look like fingers or French fries or whatever you want. And then we're going to cover up those feet with their little booties, okay? Covering up those feet with little booties. And we are moving on. I believe we're actually going to do the arms next. Okay, so for the arms, they're not going to quite be, we're not making Powderpuff Girls here, or Powerpuff, or whatever. I forget their names. I think it's Powerpuff Girls. I used to call them Powderpuff Girls. We're going to actually give them some hands here. So we are going to kind of bring that arm up and around, and then we're going to do the same thing. Another line following the same curve. And then we have that. Now we're going to kind of box this off and then put a little collar there for the hand. And then we're going to make a mitten. So we're going to bring this up and then bring this out and in. And just like that, you have a mitten. Now, I kind of wish my arm was a little bit thicker, maybe a little bit shorter. I feel like it would go better with the body, but totally fine. You do whatever you want to do. Again, this is your nurse, not mine. Well, this one right here. Oh, I just put a little mark in there. This one is my nurse. But you're drawing whatever you want for a nurse. So now nurses have just always, I always feel like they have something in their hands. They're always got something to do. So we're going to give this nurse a clipboard, okay? So we're going to come right here, and we're going to draw a little box. And just like that, we have a clipboard. Now, it's just not magically sitting there, so we're going to just draw this right here. And now it looks like the nurse is holding a clipboard with their arm. Okay. Now, our next steps are to kind of add some detail to that clipboard because it's not just a clipboard. We're going to just put a little box right here to add the clip, and then we're just going to simply make it look like there's a piece of paper on here by adding another box and some squiggly lines for all those medical terms that they need to know. They go to school for, they learn all that fun stuff. And just like that, wait, am I missing some details? Sorry, again, I'm following the tutorial here. I just want to see if I'm missing anything. I don't believe I am. The only thing is, okay, so this is basically, this is the male nurse. If you want to add more detail, that is great. If not, that's fine too. If you did want to draw a female nurse, this would be how you would do it. It's very simple, just providing a little bit right here for the eyelashes. The eyelashes just help make the drawing look a little more feminine. And then also we're going to add some long hair. Now I know someone's gonna say something. Not all nurses, have long hair, or they have to, pull it back or whatever it may be. This is for the sake of the drawing though, and not so much anything else. But just like that, whoa, we got a bad haircut. Our lines don't line up. but it's okay. It happens. We'll just imagine that's like a sleeve or something. I'm not quite sure. Either way, you go from male to female, or whatever gender you would like to assign to your nurse. So now we're going to simply do some coloring. I still haven't had time to really sharpen my color pencils, so they're starting to show they're not working as well right now. That's basically what's going on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this nurse a beautiful brunette, and we're going to color in the hair first. Why? Because I can. That's what I want to do. Now, at this point in time, if you don't want to watch this video anymore, you don't have to. You can color your nurse whatever you want. You can, really, whatever color you want. Let's see. Do I have like a human colored pencil? This is called tan. We'll go with that, even though it may not work. Now, these are like the strings that are connecting to the mask here. So I'm actually not going to I'm going to color it in right here, and it'll just look like it's got those elastic bands. But I'm not going to color right here because that's my mask. As you can see, I really have to push down right now to get this to work. I really need a pencil sharpener. I have a pencil sharpener, but it's in my classroom. And I haven't been to my classroom since April 12th? No, it's been since March. I didn't go in the month of April. It's been since like March 12th. And we are almost to May 12th at this point. There we go. That is the coloring of the person. Okay, so scrubs most of the time are blue. I know they come in all kinds of colors, but at least for what I'm aware of, most of the time they have this like teal blue. So I'm going to use this color. What color is this? This is light blue. Cool. Again, these are Target brand color pencils. They're not Crayola. They're not Rose Art. They're just up and up, because that's what I have, and they're cheap. And we're going to color this in. I think I'm going to color the mask purple, just because I feel like a lot of masks in like hospitals and such are that purple color. And then I'm also going to do like the gloves and the booties that color. Instead of the video I'm watching, they left them white. But I always feel like nurses are so vibrant with their colors. Like, when there's a nurse coming because they have their scrubs on and they're also bright and vibrant. I've never understood why they are the colors they are, but I guess they can be whatever color they want to be, really. And I lied. I'm going to use magenta. Oh, I didn't color this arm. I'll have to do that. And I didn't color the ears. Stuff I got to work on. I didn't color that in either. My goodness. Let's color in that mask. And you know what? Because a lot of masks right now, let's kind of add those lines. There we go. Now we kind of look like Bane. Whatever. It works. Get that glove colored in for that purple glove. Let's even color that. Now it really looks like a glove. And those booties. And let's bring that light blue back because I forgot to color this arm. And then I gotta color the ears, and then I didn't even color the clipboard. My goodness, what is wrong with me? Let's bring the brown back and color the parts of the clipboard what color is this? Mahogany. Well, it's a mahogany clipboard. It's not a regular cheap wood. This is a fancy clipboard. Okay. And just like that, we have a nurse. This nurse is for National Nurses Day. So, you know what? That's it. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.